I grew up in the projects. It wasn't really too much, opportunity and stuff like that for, young people to really like grow and develop and prosper in regard to the things that are happening throughout the city.
I decided to make a silly choice, and the silly choice that I made was to enter into the street life. That wasn't pretty. So when I came home, we incorporated Born Builders, and then upon that, we got into the real estate thing so that we can become real estate developers.
Now, with the construction company, this was the transition that I made. We used to do construction for profit. We were in the construction business 2003, 2004, back when the economy was booming and the housing thing was very lucrative. Then, after some things happened with the banks and stuff like that and these predatory loans, the bottom dropped out. But that didn't stop us from doing what we wanted to do, which was build and develop within the communities.
We saw people like ourselves not being able to enjoy these properties that we were building, or they were losing their houses. Okay, so we decided to do something about that. We decided to start a nonprofit. This is the solution, we believe, to a problem that's been going on for quite a while, and we're looking to bring properties and housing to people that look like us.
So what we did was, instead of just building for profit, now we decided to develop an entity called Neighborhood Redevelopment Cooperative Solution, N.R.C.S. It's a not-for-profit organization that teaches young people, or any people that wants to learn construction, different aspects of building homes and stuff like that, and we'll teach them a skill in the trade so that they can actually sustain themselves and, make a living without having to do things that may get them in trouble and stuff like that. It will help put a dent on the unemployment line as well. We literally built the NRCS system for people that are returning citizens after they paid their debt to society and, clean themselves up and are coming home to situations where they may be unemployed, or they'll seek out employment, and the next you know, somebody may close the door in their face or something like that. So we don't want them to get discouraged, or we don't want them to get upset or to revert back into the behavior that first got them into these places that they landed.
One thing that we do need as a people is to be more unified and more supportive of one another and actually love each other a lot more. And if we do that, we know that we can actually turn this thing around, and our neighborhoods, not only our neighborhoods, but our lives can look different.
That's, our goal and our mission statement, to actually get local people, like, say, people in the city of Trenton, that say, well, listen, right now I may be at a fast food restaurant or something like that, but may have had an opportunity to do some plumbing back in the day or something like that. And then we say, okay, well, let's enhance that by putting you with a master plumber or a master electrician so that they can actually teach you the trade.
You want to change your condition and you want to change your way of life and you want to have something, in this lifetime, we will make sure of that, because we want to show these young brothers that's actually out here risking their lives for pennies and dollars and cents, that they can actually do it in a different manner where they don't have to risk their lives. All they have to do is put in hard work, and then they can own a piece of the property that they literally stand in front of every day.
We're really getting a lot of feedback from the city mayors, as well as some of the city council people, assembly people, and even a state senator. And what we did was we made up our brochures and our pamphlets, and we also were doing speaking engagements. Like my partner Wu right here, he does a speaking engagement every month at the halfway house. You know what I mean? For brothers that's coming home from incarceration. The brother, he was putting the word out for us. And then also we created a website. We was on other people's websites. So as we was doing that, our name was getting known. And then people were like actually seeking us out to see what we were about. With the local politicians though, like I said, mostly mayors, they have these cities with a lot of blighted properties, as well as vandalized properties and abandoned properties. Foreclosures and mortgage situations. And now what we do is we go around, we locate these particular properties, and we formulated a situation where as though we identify them, we locate them, and we bring it to attention that most of these properties are located in neighborhoods of people that don't have that many means.
Just a needs assessment. Going to like different cities like Newark, say Patterson, Jersey City, Trenton, Camden, Atlantic City, Burlington City. Any of these cities where you find a large group of original people, you'll just see that they're in bad condition. There's a lot of historical, like old properties and buildings and stuff like that that need to be brought up to date. This is 2018, and you still have people that are, dealing with like asbestos problems and rusty pipes and stuff like that. A lot of stuff needs to be upgraded, retrofitted, and brought up to current standards. So there's a lot of work to be done. A lot of work to be done. Matter of fact, that's why we also took the approach of teaching the local, youth or just the local person that wants to learn this. We need them because there's so much work that has to be put into bringing these cities back.
We'll actually teach them a skill or a trade, and we'll pay them to learn. And the way we pay them to learn is they come on the job, and once they put in the labor, and once they start learning their skill and their trade, we actually pay them hourly, a monetary rate, so that they can actually, have something to take home at the end of the day.
When we say that we're going to put the locals to work and get them involved in the process, we seriously mean it. Our goal is to make the properties that we work on affordable so that they really have skin in the game, because now this is your property. And people that own properties or are paying to own the property that they're working on tend to take care of it better. It lets people know that, look, I'm an owner. You can't put me out. This is my property. When people say they own the block, they can really own the block. We teach financial literacy. We teach how to become homeowners and home ownership. So it's really taking the people and making them a part of, the community for real. Mm-hmm. Because now they have something that they can leave their children.
The feedback is definitely positive. And people in the community, they're like this. They're like, look, we can't wait for it to happen. Because I'm tired of walking outside and then looking at some of this nonsense. I'm tired of it. We're hungry for a change. We're hungry for the conditions to be different. Show these young folks that you got more than the gang member and the drug dealer and the negative person to look up to. Our whole goal is changing minds, changing lives, and changing the community so that we can actually let that beautiful stuff that's inside us be shown on the outside. And we know these young folks need this help.
If you want to better your condition and you live in a neighborhood where you see vandalized properties or you see blighted properties, if you're tired of seeing that, you can contact us. My email is 9 followed by the word understanding @gmail.com. That's one way. Or you can call me 201-616-1139 and ask for Born Understanding. Also, we're working on our website for NRCS. The email and the phone number is the best way to contact me, and I will talk to you directly. If there's anyone that's interested, or you have a family member or you have a friend that's underemployed or unemployed, we just want to know where their location is and see if our services can be actually utilized in that area. Because if they're in an area where it's not needed, we wouldn't want to waste their time. We look for the blighted areas, the low-income areas, the areas where people really just care less about. You know what I mean? But we do care.